Namaste and good morning. I'm going to start lying on the floor, feeling bodies connecting with the breath. That's always the first of our yoga practice. So make sure that you're landing on your mat. Maybe have a stretch and then release. And feel the ebb and flow of your breath. Doing a 3-part breath, inflating your belly, then your ribs, then your collarbones, and then deflating belly, ribs, and collarbones. Inhaling and exhaling. And say your sankalpa, your intention for today. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Roll your head side to side. And bring your knees towards your chest. Bring your nose towards your knees. Rock side to side. Release the head down. Bring one hand on each knee and make big circles with your knees in one direction. And big circles on the opposite direction. Bring your arms into a deep position and just let your knees go side to side. Exhaling as you go to one side. Inhaling as you bring your knees back to center. Exhale. Inhale, bringing it in. Exhale. Inhale. Good. One more. And let both legs rest to one side. Maybe bring the top leg out to get a bit more stretch in your hip and your glute. And bring it back to center. Stretch to the other side. And back to center. Bring your feet onto the floor, hands by the sides of your feet. Inhale, rock your hips and come into your shoulder bridge. And exhale, releasing down. So we are letting the back articulate vertebrae by vertebrae sequentially. Tag your tailbone, bring your hips up. And exhale, release down. And bring it up. Stay with your hips up. You can interlace your fingers underneath your back, underneath your bottom. And bring your right leg up. Extend, bend, and release. Keep your hips up. Left leg, bring it up. Extend, bend, and release. So you're bringing your knee up first. Then you extend the leg, bend the knee, and release. And the other side, lift, extend, bend, and release. Last time, keep your hip as high as you can. And one more. Release your hands. Release your hips. And sway your knees side to side. You can have your feet wide apart. Bring your right leg up and walk your hands towards your foot, bringing your head and shoulders up to give a little bit more of a stretch to the back of the leg. And then bring your right ankle over your left knee. Bring your left knee up. And this is a supine pigeon. Feel that hip opening. The hamstrings that we started stretching with the leg out stretch are also opening up. Keep the legs as they are and bring your right foot onto the floor. And hold your right knee with your left arm. Bring your right hand away. So we are twisting, and at the same time we're holding the knee away to get a nice stretch on the outside of the leg. Now with your right arm, make circles, articulating your ball and socket joint. So the arm doesn't need to be stiff. You can make a full circle using the whole range of motion of your shoulder. Okay? And change direction. If you're not sure, please look, because I'm doing it. Look at the demonstration. Change the direction. Good. And bring yourselves back to center. Hug your knees, nose between your knees. And release. So we're going to do the other leg now. Bring the left leg up. Flex the foot and bring your upper body towards your leg. Giving a bit more weight. Good. And then bend your knee. Bring the foot onto the other knee. Your left ankle comes onto your right knee. Your head and shoulders can stay down. You can extend the left leg or keep it down. I like pushing my left knee with my left elbow. That's it. Yes, very good. And now keep the cross of the legs as they are. And we're going to bring the foot towards the floor. I changed my position so that you can see me more clearly. I'm using my right hand to push my left knee. And my left hand is on the ground. We're taking a couple of breaths here. And then start making circles with that left arm. Using the whole range of motion of the arm. And then change the direction. Good. And bring your legs back to center. Sway your knees side to side. Bring one hand on each knee and make circles with the knees in opposite directions. So the knees go outwards and then bring them inwards. Good. And then let go of your knees. Let your hands rest to the side. And just imagine that you are like walking. So one knee and then the other come out. Now have your right knee away, left knee towards you, and let them make a circle in opposite directions. That's it. A bit of coordination. And change direction. Very good. Good. Bring your legs into a 90 degrees angle. Bring your arms up towards the sky. Opposite arm and leg extend overhead, come sideways and come back to center. And the other side, extend, make a circle sideways and back to center. Opposite arm and leg. Make a circle and back to center. Opposite hand and leg extend away from you, back to center. And now we're going to change the direction. So if the original direction is going like a line away, now we're going to start coming sideways, then along the floor and back to center. Side, along, and back to center. If you are not sure, sit up and have a look. Sideways. If you think too much about it, it gets more difficult. Side, along, and back up. Side, along the floor, and back up. Good. And release the legs. Cross your arms, right arm over left, like if you were giving yourselves a hug. And cross your right knee over left. And bring your legs to sway a little bit side to side. Keep holding onto your shoulder blades. And then let both knees drop towards your right hand side. So your right leg is on top of your left. And let both knees go towards the right hand side. Inhaling, exhaling. Release and shake your arms. Change the cross of your arms, hugging yourselves with the left arm on top of the right. We are not crossing the arms. One is on top of the other. And cross your left knee over your right. So we are crossing like if we were sitting like a lady. The other one was sitting like a gentleman. This is sitting like a lady. Go side to side. And then let the hip stretch by bringing both knees still crossed towards your left hand side. The left knee, the left leg is giving a bit of weight onto the right. Good. And inhale. Full body stretch. Stretching your heels. Bring your hands underneath your knees. Bring your nose towards your knees. Rocking like a ball. Rock backwards and forwards. Massaging the whole of your spine. And we're going to come into standing. So make sure that you rock and roll. And then think about coming up tall. Yes, good. Shake your legs. Roll. Lovely. Okay. So come to the front of your mat. It's good if we start warming up. That's the idea. Come to the front of your mat. And we're going to start in chair pose. So to start with, we're going to have a bit of movement on chair pose, and then we're going to stay static. So I want you to try and find a nice position for your back. So when we are in chair pose, you can have your feet hip distance. And you should be like if you were going to sit on a chair. So you're flexing onto your hips, your belly's in, your back is sort of stretched. You're not sticking your bum out. You're taking your tailbone a little bit in. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of squats. When you're standing up, press your buttocks. Inhale, exhale, sitting down, hands by the side of your head. Inhale, press your buttocks. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, up, press your buttocks. That's it. Exhale. Inhale. 4 more. 2. No, 3. 2 now. Press your buttocks. 1. Stay there. Check that your neck is long. Your arms are either side of your head. So if this is not available for your shoulders, you can have your arms wider away, or you can even have your hands crossing over your chest if your arms are hurting. If that is the case, then make sure that your hip is really low. Good. Now, wherever you are, can you bring your weight onto your left leg and lift your right foot just 1 inch from the floor? And release, change sides. Belly's in. Release, change sides. Release, change. 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 Release your hands. Stay in your chair pose. Bring your hands behind you. Extend the arms. Let your belly come towards your chest come towards your belly. Belly towards your, sorry. Let your belly come towards your thighs. Not chest towards belly. That's not very good. And extend the arms, extend the legs. Full stretch. Inhale, release, coming up into standing. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, hands onto your shins, flat back. Exhale, hands by the sides of your feet. Bring your right leg back and your left leg back into plank. Arm strength. Knees down. Bend your elbows halfway. Lift your chest. Lift your knees. Knees down. Chest down. Chest up. Knees up. Knees down. Make sure that your fingers are spread. Chest down, keeping your head aligned with your back. Chest up. Knees up. Knees down. Chest down, all the way down. Rest your forehead onto the floor for a moment. Bring your hands to the diagonal on the mat, fingertips on the floor. And we're going to wave a few times. This semi-seal pose. So maybe you come up here and you look side to side, making sure that your neck is free to move. Good. Hands by the sides of your chest. We're going to come into a wide-legged child's pose. So toes together and your knees are apart, maybe wider than your mat if you can. Perhaps your chest can rest on the floor and your chin as well. 5 breaths here. Using gravity and the weight of our hips to open up the inner thighs. Inhale, look towards your hands, tuck your toes under, come up into your downward facing dog. Bring your right leg up towards the sky, letting your left heel go down towards the floor. Look towards your hands and bring your right foot between your hands. Let your hip release. The back leg is straight, the back knee is straight. Left hand onto the floor. And circle around with your right arm. As we were doing on the floor, now we do it with a little bit of a twist here. Change direction. I'm glad that you are getting warm. Shake. Roll the shoulders. Shake your hips. It's always good to reset the body so that you start in equanimity. We're going to do our squats again. Just see where you can get to. If you find that your balance is a bit challenged today, you can have a chair nearby, especially for when we lift one leg and then the other. Inhale. Exhale, hands towards your heart. Inhale, arms back and up. Utkatasana. Shoulders are relaxed, your belly's in. And bring it up, tensing your glutes. If you want to work your calf muscles as well, you can come onto the balls of your feet. Inhale. Exhale, coming up, tense it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale. Stay on your chair pose. Remember the option if your arms cannot take the weight up there. And start bringing your weight onto your right foot. Lift your left. Keep the arms by the sides of your head. Lift your right. Lifting left. Lifting right. Keep your hips down. Left. And right. And release. Bring your hands behind. Extend the legs. Fold forwards. Nice big stretch. You can have your knees bent to start with your chest onto your thighs, and then extend the legs. And release, hands by the sides of your feet. Step or jump back into plank. Chest over your wrist. Rest your knees onto the floor. Check that your head is aligned with your spine. Don't drop your head. Keep your head aligned. Inhale. Exhale. Release down. Chest up. Releasing down. Chest up. Release down. Chest up. Now, if you can, release your chest down. Lift the knees. Lift everything. Knees down. Chest down. Knees up. Chest up. Knees down. Chest down. Knees up. Chest up. Knees down and release down. If that wasn't possible, you can always stay with your knees on the floor. Bring your fingertips outside your mat. And just move around. This back extension. Looking side to side. That's it. Very good. Make it fluid. Hands by the sides of your chest. Toes together, knees apart. Wide-legged child's pose. You can before, or maybe you want to have your hands in a different position that is available to you as well. I'm having my chin onto the floor to stretch my neck as well. Inhale, lift your head, look towards your hands, tuck your toes under, come up into your downward facing dog. You can walk your dog if you want to release any tension in your calf muscles, and bring your left leg up. Look towards your hands. Bring the left foot between your hands. Help it if you need to. Check that the back leg is nice and long. Right hand is on the floor, and the left arm rolls around using the whole of the joint, whole mobility of the arm. Change direction. Good. And bring the back foot forwards. Hands onto your shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling up into standing. Bringing your arms around and up. And exhale, hands towards your heart. Good. Shake your arms, shake your legs. Lovely. Roll your shoulders. Okay. Now this time we're going to bring our foot over the knee into this gentleman's chair balance. Again, if you need a chair to hold onto, you can do that. So we're going to, don't go into it yet. We're going to come onto our chair pose. Now that we have that solidity in there, our legs are getting stronger. Bring the weight onto your left foot and bring your right ankle to cross over your left knee. And then bring your hands towards your chest. You will probably turn a little bit towards your right leg because that's the way that our hips are made. If it's available to you, bring your elbows to the inside of your foot and the inside of your knee. Looking onto the floor will help you balance. Can you reach the hands towards the ground? Maybe you can even place them flat onto the ground. Coming back up, all the way up. Keep the right knee up and bring the foot towards the knee towards the chest. Rotate the foot. Let the right leg come back into a high lunge. Arms up, shoulders relax. Push your back heel away. Lower your hip. Hands towards your heart. Look at your left knee and bring your right elbow onto the left knee. So we're working with strength and balance today. Bring your right hand onto the floor and turn into a side plank. Keep your plank, keep the integrity of the pose. Come into a full plank and bring your forearms onto the ground. Stay there. Breathe deeply. Keep your hips aligned, a little bit lower. So your hips shouldn't be up here, should be between your shoulders and your heels. And release down, coming into your Sphinx Pose. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin to chest. Flossing your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck your toes under. Keep the arms where they are. Coming up into a dolphin. So your arms are parallel to each other. Hips up. Look towards your hands and bring your nose between your thumbs. And bring your chest back. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Inhale forwards. And back. One more. Forwards. And back. Soften your knees. Walk a little bit closer and bring one leg up. Hold it there. And release. The other leg up. Hold it. And release. Come into all fours. Knees onto the floor. Cat cow. Good. And tuck your toes under. Walk your feet towards your hands. Grab hold of your elbows. Sway your upper body side to side. Release your elbows. Come up into standing. Inhale, arms around and up. Exhale, release. Good. Shake your arms, shake your legs. We have one more side to do. Roll the shoulders. So remember, your feet are hip distance. We're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee when we are in our chair pose. So belly is engaged, your tailbone is down, you're flexing. Lift the left foot, cross the ankle over the knee, and hands towards your heart. And bring it down. See if you can bring your elbows towards the arch of the foot and the inside of your knee. Maybe your hands towards the floor. Inhale, coming up. Don't rest your left foot. Bring your knee up towards your chest. Rotate your ankle. Very good. Everybody's still standing. And let the left leg come back into high lunge. Sink into your lunge, opening your chest. Breathe. Push your back heel away. Then bring your hands towards your heart and bring your elbow to knee. Balance twist. If you can, try to shoulder so your left elbow is on your right knee. Look over your shoulder. Beautiful. Chest back to center. Bring the left hand onto the floor. Push onto the hand, push onto the foot to come into your side plank. And hold it there. Hold it there. Breathe. Come into plank. Chest over your wrists. And then bring your forearms onto the floor. Low plank. Breathe. Release your belly towards the floor. Coming into a Sphinx Pose. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, chin up. Exhale. Chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, coming back to center. Tuck your toes under, dolphin. So bring your hips up. Check that your elbows are not escaping, going away from each other. Look towards your hands and bring your nose towards your thumbs and bring it back. Inhale forwards. Inhale forwards and back. One more, forwards and back. And bring your right leg up. Hold it there. Release. Left leg up. So this is strengthening exercises are for doing pincha, forearms, balance. Peacock feather. Onto your knees. Hands onto the floor. Cat cow. Good. Tuck your toes under. Walk towards your hands. Releasing into your forward fold. Grab hold of your elbows. Release your elbows and roll up into standing. Head is the last thing to come up. Arms around and up. And exhale. Come into Tadasana just for a moment, closing your eyes. Just feel the effects of the asanas, the effects of the sequence. When you're ready, bring yourselves down towards the floor. We're going to wind down, come onto sitting. I'm sitting on a block, so if you want to sit on a block, just to have your knees lower than your hips, you can do that. Roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forwards. Let the head go side to side. Feeling the back of the neck. If you feel that you need to stretch the arm, just do it. We were working with the upper body strength, so the shoulders might get a bit tense. Bring your arms parallel to the floor. Bring your right elbow underneath your left. Good. Lift your elbows up, and you can bring your chin towards your chest. So you're stretching your shoulders and the back of your neck. Just see where your head wants to be. Maybe you want to look side to side. Release your arms, interlace your fingers behind your back and stretch. Looking up slightly. Release, change sides. Change the cross. If crossing your arms is not available, you can also have one on top of the other and just walk your hands towards each other. Lovely. Well done. Bringing your elbows up. You can bring your chin towards your chest, or maybe your chin up, maybe side to side. Do what's right for you. And exhale, release. Good. And now is the time for your relaxation. So please lie down onto the floor. Make sure you have a blanket or a sweatshirt, staying warm. I'll stay seated to guide you for your relaxation. Just stay within. Remember that all of our yoga practices are aimed to enhance our capacity for concentration and meditation. That's the only reason why we do yoga, to be able to sit in meditation and stay still. Yoga asanas means sit, the sit of the asana, finding effortless effort on all that you do. Being patient, developing the stamina. So focus on your breath, feeling the inhale and exhale. Feel the temperature of the room where you are. And scan your body. Your head heavy on the floor, shoulders relaxed, your arms, elbows, forearms, wrists and hands are relaxed. Scan your chest and your belly, the whole of your back, your hips, thighs, knees, calf muscles and shins, ankles, heels, soles of the feet, tops of the feet, your 10 toes. Stay connected with your body. The connection with the body happens through the breath. So keep your connection with your breath. And if there is tension anywhere in the body, send the breath to melt it away. Go within. Very gently wiggle your toes and your fingers. Have a little stretch. Coming into sitting. You can have your knees to wherever you need to come into sitting to finish your practice. We're going to chant